Alright, we got the normal staples. We have hostel benches. I do really like this indirect lighting they have behind the name strip. I think that's cool. I like the high ceilings. It makes me feel not claustrophobic. They have a glassed-in area over the tracks where you can watch the metro go by. That's cool. And they have colorful tiles. I like that. There's like 4 different ways to get out of the station. That's kind of confusing. The station connects with a lot of different bus lines since it's the last station, so people travel from further out to get on the bus line and they get on the metro here. I do like the waffle ceiling aesthetic everywhere. The station puts a thumbs up. Let's get it out. This station is cool as shit. Benches, non-hostile architecture. The rest of the station, really cool architecture. I love the curves this station has everywhere. This kind of feels like something out of the Death Star, and I'm not saying that is a bad thing. Definitely one of my favorite stations so far. This is awesome. Straight off, we got another station with interesting stuff. Aside from the art, the station's kind of dark. Could use a lot more lights in here. Also, the wall kind of looks like a bunch of old telephones all put together. Very wide hallways in this station. This is like 4 people heights across. That's how you measure things. This really is the weirdest design aesthetic, and I'm not mad about it. You can ride on the Metro, or you can ride on Metro Plus. That wasn't funny. That wasn't funny at all. Alright, so overall, the station's alright, but it definitely needs more lights down at the platform. It's just so dark down here. Like, you could hide in the shadow up there. No one's gonna find you. That's a car name. We have another station that is just much too dark. This hallway has colorful SpaghettiOs. More SpaghettiOs on the other side, that's cool. Are you team orange SpaghettiOs or team blue SpaghettiOs? Let me know in the comments below. I rate this station slightly better than the last one. It still needs more lighting down by the platform. Initial observations. It's not all gray in this station, unlike the past bunch of them. I don't know if this is hostile architecture or not. Because, I mean, if you're small and like under 4 feet tall, you could probably sleep on this bench. There's designs on the wall, and I don't know what they're supposed to be. This is a really cool entrance to the station. It's very big. There's a big open space in the wall that goes over to the actual platform. It just looks really cool. There's still more of these designs on the wall that I don't know what they're supposed to be. What's this artwork we have here? I call these erector set butterflies. Butterflies are everywhere. This kind of feels like a parking garage. Again, I'm not saying that is a bad thing. This just kind of feels like another basic station design. There's a lot of them that feel similar across the system. I do like the wall texture though. It's a little bit different from the bricks you see in a lot of the other ones. Tunnel looks kind of cool how it twists off at the end. It's not really part of the station though. They got waffle ceilings. The station is very close to the surface, so just have this one set of stairs and then you're outside. So not only are these chairs hostile architecture, they're also just really ugly. Like, this is the ugliest seating surface I've seen in my life. Alright, that's the coolest art I've seen so far tonight. The train appears to have stopped working. It's not going anywhere. This is a really big mezzanine. It's nice and open. Plenty of space. These are some really cool sculptures on the walls. I'm disappointed that I didn't find more art like this in the station, because I do think it's really cool. There's more of the ugliest chairs I've ever seen in a slightly less ugly color, but in front of a much more ugly wall. This yellow brick is... it's so ugly. Why would you ever build anything out of this? Station gets an immediate thumbs down because of this wall. It's so ugly. We do have glass art on the wall. That's a redeeming quality. This part of the station doesn't have that ugly brick, at least. And this is interesting. I spoke a little too soon on this station. There is garbage on top of these, so their coolness kind of went down a little bit there. And the yellow brick is back. The station is ugly again. And the chairs. Yep. I don't like this. It feels like a ugly hospital. Alright, we'll go see the other exit now. Oh, the design of this escalator is less cool. There's less places for trash to sit, so I guess it's better. Ugly walls, ugly trash, ugly chairs. These don't have trash, but people have managed to draw on them, etch in them somehow. But because the walls are a bit different, they've got these big square things on them. Makes it feel a little bit different than the other ones that all look like this. The ceiling design is really cool up there, though. Everything about this station just feels very industrial, but it's cool. I like it. I like the big metro arrows, too. I think those are neat. You can get a marking on the rail on where the middle is if you want to take pictures of the tracks that are perfectly centered. It's not a particularly huge or confusing station. It's simple, but it's different. Trim around the station is falling apart, first of all. That's not great looking. This is hostile architecture, but I feel like you could sleep on it if you really wanted to. It's probably something historic, but I can't read it. The station just feels kind of like an older design. And the white roof really shows like cracks and dirt, so it just feels dirtier, but isn't really.
Un incident cause ralentissement de service sur la ligne Verdun. Attention.
That's disgusting. There's someone getting arrested by like 10 police officers up there, so I think I'm just going to not review that section. The next portion of this station review will be a collection of places where the plaster is falling apart. First of all, I like the color on the wall here. It's not just one color. This chair is very disgusting. There is a 0% chance I would ever sit in those. Oh, like the tile is at an angle. Oh, it's because it matches up with the stair tile. That's cool. Artwork. The leafy walls they have covered up. I'm picking up a lot of nursing home where nuns would work kind of aesthetic from this station. Anyway, the last one felt like a nursing home. This one feels like a hospital. The floor is also very dirty. This is such a hospital hallway too. And don't make your floors and walls white, it just shows the dirt more. And it's not even an escalator, it's just a moving walkway. Like, this isn't an airport. My review, I don't like this station, it feels like a medical facility. First off, we have artwork of the stained glass variety. The ceiling is removed over here. This feels like a shopping mall food court without the tables. Most parts of the station feel pretty spacious. Lots of room, which makes sense because this is the busiest station and there's a ton of people here. We have moved on to stations that feel like a modern church. The station is nice and airy. I do like that there's different colored patches around it. And I also like that they line up with the advertisements. It just scratches something in my brain right there. Actually, the station feels a lot like my high school. I swear I feel like there was a door like this at my high school. Now, this is probably the best above the track view because there's nothing cutting it off. Well, what's outside the station is cool. The station has like a bicycle parking lot, which I'm a huge fan of that. Also has like a movie theater projection outside. That's cool. It's also got Bixie bikes right outside it, which is convenient. Now, middle schooler me would say those designs look a little phallic, but older, more mature me is not going to say such things. Messy wall, messy floor. It's a cool spot. is nice artwork. That's a few bus connections there. I've seen pictures of a wall that's abandoned now, but its design reminded me a lot of this. As far as design and layout, this is like one of the coolest stations. Yeah, this station gets an A+ for cool design. The station feels like someone was told to make it desert themed, and they were like, oh, that means make it orange, right? It's very nice and spacious. And it's got artwork, so checks that box. It's got non-hostile benches. It also checks that box. So this station, like the last one, is part of the area that's considered part of Montreal's underground city. We have a map of the whole underground area here. You can get off the metro and instantly have restaurants, shops, anything you could want. First major check mark, the benches are not hostile. Second cool observation is they have this whole like maintenance area and it's just barred off, you can see into it. I just think that's a cool aesthetic, I like it. This is the station of circles. There are circles on the wall everywhere. The circles are on the floor, they're on the wall on the exit. They're on the walls in the station down there, if you can see them. They're on the floor. I like the hallway with all the indirect lighting. I like the garbage. I don't actually like the garbage. We have blocked off areas. We have more circles. Even more circles. Another circle. What's this speaker the shape of? Ah, it's a circle. The no smoking logo is a circle. Why this man's fingers? They're in a circle. The O on this poster, it's a circle. First thing I see. I do like the more open light brick construction of this station. Feels more welcoming than some of the other ones. Very direct connection to underground city area. I don't know what to think about that. The station gets rated as I like it, but not love it. So this is one of two stations on the whole system where you have cross-platform transfers. That's something only transit people really get excited about. To the average person, it doesn't really matter. It's probably not going to change your life that much. It's not really important. But train nerds, we love this. Downstairs platform, kind of low ceilings, a little cramped feeling. The upstairs platforms I know are a bit more spacious, but yeah, much more spacious and open up here. The station is cool for the cross-platform transfer. Architecture is fine. Gets a good but nothing too crazy rating. Just notice this tree statue thing. It's a slightly cooler rating now. Kind of looks like a hand from here. unique hostel architecture here. We also have one of the most poorly lit stations I have seen so far, and the walls are all dark colored, which just makes it even worse. The tunnel beyond the station down there is brighter than the station itself. Immediate impression is that I dislike. Ding, ding, ding. Maintenance area. That's cool looking. There is the coldest breeze coming through that grate. The entrance to the station platform is brighter than the station itself. This is one of the first non-transfer stations I've seen where the tracks are on top of each other instead of next to each other. So it does get an interesting point for that. There's stained glass artwork, and there's also my reflection in it. It takes like 5 minutes to get up out of the station. It's so deep. Back to this dark... Like, look, you can't even see what's going on down there where the tracks are. Made Minecraft benches here. The station feels like an art museum. It's got colors, it's got funky angles, it's got cool textures on the walls, it's got cool textures on the ceiling. The ceiling has different angles for seemingly no reason. I like this. Nothing is just horizontal or vertical here, besides the floor that is horizontal. This appears to be another one of the stations where the tracks are on top of each other. It is also another one of the stations with circles. This feels like a fancy car park. It's a concrete construction, but it has a little bit of decoration. You could sleep on these benches, so a thumbs up there. The benches come with some salsa. So many circles, but not as many as that other station. That's awesome. Where did it go? This is a very weird station layout. Like, you gotta go up and back around and over and back down the other side. It's very weird. This is dark. Is this even open? This could use more lighting. That seems to be a common thing here, that there needs to be more lighting. This is cut out because people would hit their head. Like, that is so close. Like, it's literally cut after the fact. People absolutely hit their head on this. The station's very weird, but I kind of like it. Is this station owned by New Jersey Transit? Alright, they got it right with this one. High ceilings. Whole way. The ceiling gets so high in this section. This is actually kind of an impressive station in a way. The station feels pretty brutalist, but in a really cool way. It is worth mentioning that there's a large amount of scaffolding over the escalators in this station. This station is so confusing. There's so many different ways to go. This is such a cool station. This might get another one of my top 5 spots, at least for this line. This station kind of feels like someone went, hey, design a race car, but actually it's a metro station, and then this is what came out. The benches could be hostile if you're tall. If you're like 3 feet tall, they'd probably be fine. At first I thought these arrows would line up with where the doors on the train were, but they did not. That was kind of disappointing. Even designed a race car logo for the station. The station is also extremely close to the surface, so it takes almost no time to get out of it. Give it some bonus points for that. You can stand outside it and see the tracks down there. It has nothing to do with the station, but there is a cool looking bridge over there. The station gets a weird design, but it's alright rating. This is the first station I've seen where the sign is bent, because the wall is bent. It's got texture. This feels kind of average, other than the fancy walls. There's just a chunk missing out of the wall over there. This is another station with a lot of curves, and I'm all here for it. These metal stick figures are one of the coolest things I've seen so far today. He's got a pickaxe. There's just curves everywhere in the design. It's pretty cool. That said, it is a waffle ceiling. It's not a Cheerio ceiling. I just love these. I love these stick figures. I love the giant stick figures. They're my favorite thing I've seen tonight. They bring me joy. They're so cool. My rating for this station? I dig it. Okay, this is interesting. Because this station is like almost above ground. The station has a lot of yellow on the walls. These are interesting. And again, it is extremely cold here. I know. The station is cool how it's like sort of above ground. Glass ceilings for the main area. The whole upper portion is just red with this glass. I would love to look at it more, but I need to get on this train because it's the last train of the night, and otherwise I'm going to have to walk all the way back to the middle of the city. And I don't want to do that.